that blooms when the liquor thins. The bed creaks hymns of our last fight, a liturgy of wrongs I recite. The phone bleeds static at 3 a.m. Your breath a ghost I can't condemn. I trace the cracks in the ceiling skin, mapping the places you buried in. Every lie you left under my tongue now tastes like the bullet I never swung, never swung. So let me bleed out slow, a sacrament only you'll know, only you. Dress the wound with your coldest vow, I'll haunt your shadow anyhow. The neighbors hear the walls give in, a symphony of shattering within. You fed me matches instead of bread, now I burn where your love once bled. The doctor calls it a broken spell, I call it heaven, I call it hell. Your fingerprints stain every pill, a cure that kills, a kill that thrills. Every lie you left under my tongue now tastes like the bullet I never swung, still tastes bitter. So let me bleed out slow, a sacrament only you'll know, just for you. Dress the wound with your coldest vow, I'll haunt your shadow anyhow. If love's a knife, then twist it clean, let the blood whisper what I mean. So let me bleed out slow, a sacrament only you'll know. Dress the wound with your coldest vow, I'll haunt your shadow anyhow. The first soft rain begins to creep.
The night falls deep, the valley's still, a silent wish, a fevered will. The wind carries longing on a barren face, a soul's own echo in this lonely place. I stand on the ridge, see distant lights gleam, my heart's afire, a restless dream. The snow on the summit, so pure and so cold, but a secret ember, a story to be told. Come climb on the rock, my peak is wild and steep. Your breath is all the promises I keep. The air gets thin, but our heart beats strong and fast, ready for the crash, a shadow to be cast. Avalanche heartache calls to you. A storm of lust breaking through. The summit burns, the night is young. My hungry body sprung. My hungry body sprung. The clouds gather, a dark storm ahead. My body shakes with all the words unsaid. A lightning bolt tears the sky sharp and bright. My flesh is yearning in this restless night. The thunder rumbles deep in the mountainside, an echo of a place where we can hide. I wait right here on this edge, so near, for the avalanche of passion to erase my fear. Come climb the rock, my peak is wild and steep. Your breath is all the promises I keep. The air gets thin, but our hearts beat strong and fast, ready for the crash, a shadow to be Avalanche hearted calls to you. A storm of lust breaking through. The summit burns, the night is young. My hungry body sprung. Deep in my soul, roaring wild and true, I'm ready to surrender, to belong to you. The mountains tremble under our desire, the yearning breaks its banks, a raging fire.
Lights watch sphinxes sweep, databases buried deep. Your algorithms turn to dust, like the idols lost to love. The does none, the sweet empire, the lead big signs are seen in fire. The screens are dark, the current's gone, just a hollow echo of the dawn.
The maps are torn, the routes erased. No human footprint can be traced. We left our marks, so grand and tall. Now silence censors every call.
The desert remembers what we erase. Silence serves as an empty space. Sleep, civilization waking through. A sleeping giant starts to stir. Promise of what will occur. The ground begins to softly sway. A silent warning of the coming day. Through cracks it breathes, a fiery sigh, a molten dream against the sky. The air grows heavy, thick and close, a burning secret it now shows. A crimson river starts to flow, a passion that the mountains know. No force can hold, no wall can bind the power of this ardent mind. A goddess wakes with burning eyes, reflecting fire to the skies.
Ally of foes, a fiery grace, consumes the land, leaves not a trace. Yet from the ash, new life will rise. A fiery birth under these skies. The forests burn, the soils ignite. A blinding flash of primal might. The very stone begins to weep as fire claims it from the deep. But where it cools, a surface forms, reshaping land, defying storms. New shores appear where nothing stood. A testament misunderstood.
Her fiery dance, forever wild, a world both ravaged, reconciled. The smoke it clears, the dust descends, a silent promise never ends. Where black rock cools, the sun above, a new beginning born of love. The ocean whispers tales untold of power fierce and spirit bold. Her spirit dwells in every creek. Your hand trace promises on my skin, a language I shouldn't understand, but I'm fluent. The baseline hums what my heart denies, a rhythm too sweet to rationalize. Every step closer is a mistake I crave, a dance with danger I refuse to say. Yeah, you know. So play that beat like a guilty plea. I'll move my hips like I'm still free. Temptations groove, a seductive some melody wearing defiance like a noose. The horns cry warnings I choose to ignore. A symphony playing just outside the door. Every step closer is a mistake I crave. A dance with danger I refuse to say. Can't stop now. So play that beat like a guilty plea. I'll move my hips like I'm still free. Temptation's groove, a seductive lie. I'll drown in you, but never ask can. The clock takes threads in a borrowed room. Each second a theft, each touch a doom. Your lies taste like cinnamon and deceit, a flavor I crave though it burns incomplete. Every step closer is a mistake I crave. A dance with danger I refuse to say. No escape. So play that beat like a guilty plea. I'll move my hips like I'm still free. Temptation's groove, a seductive lie. I'll drown in you, but never ask why. Morning comes with a merciless light, exposing the cracks in our airtight night. But the playlist loops and the bass still thrums, a heartbeat that lies when the reckoning comes. If love's a crime, let the jury wait. I'll savor the sentence, embrace my fate. Chiseled lies in granite skin, excavate what's buried within. Every layer hides a sin. The obelisk
saddest sight I have ever seen. No mercy left, no tears to cry, only vengeance in my eyes.
velvet threats, honey traps and silhouette regrets. Crooked compliments, backhand praise, poison roses, a gilded face. Swallow the lie, let it crystallize. Sharp edges bloom behind your eyes. sweet nothings laced with sin. Bite the hand and kiss the wound. Love's a blade that cuts you smooth. A sip of venom, slow decline. Your cure's the sickness I design. No fingerprints, just phantom pains. A masterpiece of hidden stains. Swallow the lie, let it crystallize. Sharp edges bloom behind your eyes. Salt in the smile, razors in the grin. Every sweet nothing's laced with sin. Bite the hand and kiss the wound. Love's a blade that cuts you smooth. The sterile walls begin to crack. No, a stain turns poison trap. The scalpel whispers, then it screams, lost in these cold clinical dreams. Swallow the lie, let it crystallize. Sharp edges bloom behind your eyes. Salt in the smile, razors in the grin. Every sweet blue, a form did rise, a dragon's gaze in stormy skies. His mighty presence calmed the foam. He led the vessel safely home. A silent promise in the air of ocean's bounty taken fair.
Fading light, she smiled so sweetly back and near, dispelling every doubt but fear. Come rest, dear stranger, by my fire. The night grows cold. He spoke of home, of sunlit days, lost in her captivating haze. With every smile a subtle theft of strength and vigor, nothing left. His eyes grew dim, his voice grew weak. A silent truth he could not speak. Come rest here, stranger, by my fire. The night grows cold. I will inspire. Find solace here, my forest desire. Let worries fade. Another tide, her silken web unseen, unheard. Each gentle touch a whispered word. A life force fading slow and deep, while primeval secrets softly sleep. The heart grows cold, the spirit frail, caught in the Yorogumos tale. pale shadows in the sweet poison, my familiar vice. Tastes like home when the world pretends. Remind the clock, make it sting once more. This bitter craving bends me to the black honey flow through my veins, burn me from within, I can't abstain. Rotting comfort, my safest tomb. Black honey, the pain I consume. Rot and come, small decay. Feast on the rot, I like it this way. Silken threads of spite weave my cocoon. Swallow pride like a blood dark moon. Every sip a whispered fuck you to the ghosts that haunt my view. Rewind the clock, make it sting once more. This bitter craving bends me to the black honey flow through my veins, burn me from within, I can't abstain. Rotting comfort, my safest tomb. Black honey, the pain I consume. You sit, slowly decay. Feast on the rot, last night lit this way. Burn it, 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 burn it. Ooh. Rusty blades where sweetness grew. Hollow hives, whole residue. Sting myself just to feel true. Black honey, my eternal glue. Spin the bottle, razor edge kiss. Drown in syrup, masochistic bliss. Honey knives carve their mark. Light the hive, embrace the dark. Black honey flow through my veins, burn me from within, I can't abstain. Rotting comfort, my safest tomb. Black honey, the pain I consume.